You've made it really very well, Cheah. My question is, you come from China, Hong Kong, and would have an insight into the way they do things there. Recently, there's been a lot of Chinese investment in Malaysia, big corporations, billions of ringgit pouring in. From your point of view, there's a lot of skepticism here about Chinese investment. In fact, it's become like a little bit of a political football. From your point of view, do you think it is justified that there is such skepticism? Do Chinese go abroad and invest the way they do, like they have been recently doing in Malaysia? And what is your view about the Malaysian market and Malaysian investment climate, political climate even? Comments would be appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Raja. I think it's a good question and very topical. First of all, it's important to remember that China is the world's biggest country. 1 out of 5 every human beings on this earth live in China. 1.4 billion people live there. So you're not talking about a single entity. What I know about people buying houses in Forest City or putting money to work is that a lot of it has individual decisions made by people who are maybe fed up with the pollution in Beijing or Shanghai, and they have accumulated some savings. Property prices in China have gone completely crazy. In cities like Shenzhen, Beijing, Shanghai, many people can't afford to buy their own homes anymore. The houses there are significantly more expensive than the property prices here in Malaysia. So they come for their own individual reasons. It's not, I think, necessarily very good to see them as China or Chinese as one entity. They're all normal people making decisions for their own interests. And more recently, there have been some very tragic stories where they paid the initial deposit to buy an apartment here in Johor or Malaysia. And then because of the government capital control that Shanmugam mentioned, they cannot pay the balance. So they are in a limbo. They cannot pay the balance even though they can afford to do it. So I hope the property developer will be lenient with such people. Now, overall, the Chinese intentions towards Malaysia, etc., time will tell. But I'm not seeing anything particularly like they are trying to either help or hurt Malaysia. They have their own problems. One of the biggest problems China faces is called overcapacity. They have too many factories making too many things and operating below capacity utilization. So they need a place to export the stuff. So they have the One Belt, One Road is that countries that still need to import things, including Malaysia, they hope to sell. So they hope to build our infrastructure. You want to build a mass transit or a long express train network, they can do it for you at a very competitive rate. But they want to do it because they have built up the capacity. They need to export it.